Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parajkacharya Stotra Srimad Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Hare Krishna Mahamantra Ki Harinama Sankirtan Ki Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. So today we will be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 3, text number 11. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kasyachit Tva'ata Kalasya Nasyatya Vasrama Gato Tau Pujayitva Pravacha Vayo Me Datam Isvaro Kasyatitvata Kalasya Nasatyava Srama Gato Tau Bujayitva Provacha Vayo Me Datam Isvaro Kasyatitvata Kalasya Nasyatyava Shramagato Tau Pujayitva Provacha Vayo Me Datam Ishvaro Kasyatitvata Kalasya Nasatyava Shramagato To Pujayitva Provacha Vayo Me Datam Ishvaro. Please chant. Gajityatyad Kalasya Nasadya Vyasarabgato Abhidejam Garvavacha I challenge one devotee here who has never chanted in class here to do it. Nobody's going to take the challenge. No. I can look and I can see. One person, one brave man, please chant. Kachichit vata kalasya. Somebody with a notebook in front of them, please chant. That works. Notebooks. Somebody wearing a white chadar. White chadars, I'm waiting. Come on. Make one of them do it. Come on. I didn't see that. You guys owe Balaram. Okay, Mataji's. Senyor Asamagaro To Yujidyata Provacha Chita Gamasya Somebody who doesn't normally speak English, please do it. No, you can chant it to Sanskrit. It doesn't matter. Sanskrit. How about one of our Chinese devotees? Anybody from South India here? Thank you. One quick story. Srila Prabhupada was encouraging the devotees very early on to chant the Sanskrit. And the men were like, no, Nobody really gave it. And then he asked the women to chant. And the women were all like, they're all just belting it out. And Prabhupada turned to the men and go, the women are much better than you are. And the next day, the men, they were all like, so of course the women are like, and Prabhupada said, they are still better than you are. Okay, word for word. Katsyachit, after some time. To, but. Ata, in this way. Kalasya, time having passed. Nasatyo, the two Ashvini Kumaras. Ashram, that place of Chayavani Muni. Agato, reached. Tau, unto those two. Pujavyatva, offering respectful obeisances. Provacha, said. Vaya, youth. May, unto me. Datam, please give. Isvaro, because you two are able to do so. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki! Thereafter, some time had passed. The Ashvini Kumara brothers, the heavenly physicians, happened to come to Chayavana Muni's ashram. After offering them respectful obeisances, Chayavana Muni requested them to give him youthful life, for they were able to do so. Purport. The heavenly physicians, like the Ashvini Kumaras, could give youthful life even to one who was advanced in age. Indeed, great yogis with their mystic powers can even bring a dead body back to life if the structure of the body is in order. We have already discussed this in connection with Bali Maharaj's soldiers and their treatment by Sukracharya. Modern medical science has not yet discovered how to bring a dead body back to life or bring youthful energy to an old body. But from these verses we can understand that such treatment is possible if one is able to take knowledge from the Vedic information. The Ashvini Kumars were expert in Ayurveda, as was Dhanvantari. In every department of material science, there is a perfection to be achieved. And to achieve it, one must consult the Vedic literature. The highest perfection is to become a devotee of the Lord. To attain this perfection, one must consult Srimad Bhagavatam, which is understood to be the ripe fruit of the Vedic desire tree. Nigama kalpataro galitam phalam. Om Jnana Tiranam Dasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmalitan Gena Tasmai Shri Gurave Maha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadhati Svabhadantikam Vansha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Badaya Krishna Bastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Tanamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashtata Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today as I was watching Guru Puja, I was thinking of this verse. And I was watching these boys jumping up and down and just having so much fun in Kirtan. And I was thinking, where are those Ashvini Kumars? I want them. I want them for me. I want to be jumping up and down like that. Not this old body standing there going, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. So you can kind of see how Chayavana Muni felt. Here he is, he has a nice young wife. And he's just this grumpy old guy. So he's thinking, these two, they could actually do this. They could actually make me young again. Why not do this? Why not become this young man? Then I will be on a par with this young woman and we could be happy together. Now, Prabhupada's mentioning here that it is actually doable to reverse old age if you know how to do it. And the Ashvini Kumars, they knew. You can actually bring somebody back to life if you know how to do it. And we actually, just in the last couple thousand years, we saw Jesus Christ bring somebody back to life who had left. So these kind of things, they're miracles, aren't they? Isn't that a miracle? Now you see in the Western world, they bring out these creams and they call it the miracle cream. It'll make you young again, takes away all your wrinkles. It doesn't work. But when you hear the word miracle, you're like, yeah, miracle. I could go for one of those. I could go for a miracle. I wanted one this morning. I wanted to be zapped into my 12-year-old body again and be able to like just go and go and go and not go, ow, this kind of hurts. Oh, I remember when I used to do this. So, I mean, it's the miracle. We want that miracle. So today I'm going to talk about miracle. A miracle, a very special miracle. The miracle on 2nd Avenue. Has everybody heard of that? The miracle on 2nd Avenue. Now that's an incredible story. Now we all know Mukunda Swami. He wrote a book called The Miracle on 2nd Avenue. And it was all about the start of this wonderful movement that we have called ISKCON. Now, Srila Prabhupada, think about this. He's in one of these old bodies. He's 70 years old. And he starts this movement. And now we are here. Miracle. That is a miracle. One time somebody came to Srila Prabhupada. And they said to him, Prabhupada, there are so many gurus. They are producing gold in their hands and so many wonderful feats. What can you do? And Srila Prabhupada says, these are my miracles. So we are these miracles of Srila Prabhupada. Somehow or other, we've given up so many nasty qualities. And Prabhupada has opened the door. He's opened the door to saying, you know what? You can go back to Godhead. You don't have to suffer. Here is the formula. Lord Chaitanya gave it to us, but it was staying here in India. But Srila Prabhupada, he took it everywhere. He took it over India. He took it in every single country of the world so that this miracle can be spread. Now, Srila Prabhupada, he had to work with less than wonderful devotees, less than wonderful disciples to make this work. Now, I don't think I'm insulting any old devotees here by saying we were less than wonderful. I mean, we didn't have a clue. Let's be honest, we did not have a clue. Prabhupada says, very early on, we will now have initiations. And devotees, disciples about to be initiated. Now let's go back, because this is in the 60s. He's not Prabhupada yet. He's Swamiji. Swamiji says, we will have initiations. And all these disciples are thinking, what's initiation? Oh, you have to like do something and oh, we get a name. We heard that. You get like a spiritual name. So people were just like thinking about it like, yeah, well, you know, cool name. Yeah, different name. Yeah, why not? I'll do this initiation thing. They didn't really take it seriously. Some did, some didn't. But like initiation sounds like a fun thing, right? Let's be initiated. I don't know what it means, but it sounds like fun. I'm going to be initiated. So they were getting initiated. And then Prabhupada explained, okay, you must follow some rules. Ooh, rules. Oh, now we're hippies, right? We're all in the 60s. We're cool. We're free-loving. Free everything. It's all happening. It's just so wonderful, but it wasn't. We don't want rules. We don't want any of that stuff. So Prabhupada says, no gambling. Not a problem. I don't gamble anyway. I'm in. Let's do it. Prabhupada says, no eating meat. Don't want it anyway. Fish. Eggs. Tea. Whoa, we didn't get to that yet. No eating meat. We can do that. All right. Let's get initiated. No intoxication. Whoa. Like, that's our life. I mean, you know, that's what we do. We get intoxicated. You're telling us we can't get intoxicated anymore? I don't know. All right. No intoxication. Now, that's not too bad. We're going to be initiated. We're going to take initiation from Swamiji. We can do this. Prabhupada says there are 4. Whoa. No illicit sex. Hold on. Hold on. We are out of here. No illicit Swamiji, this is the age of free love. No illicit sex? No intoxication? Wow. Oh, I don't know. I really love Swamiji. And what he says, it really makes sense. All right. All right, we'll follow those 4 rules. Now Swamiji says, and you must chant 64 rounds on your japa beads. 64? That would take like 12 hours. So nobody's in for this. No. Prabhupada says, all right, 32. Wait a minute, that's still like half your day. Prabhupada says 16 rounds, no less. So he takes disciples. Yes, there's a few. There's a dozen who decide to take initiation under those conditions. It's okay. We have a couple fire sacrifices. Now, whoa, fire sacrifice. Now, I say that to you guys, you're all just like, because everybody knows what a fire sacrifice is. In 1966, if I say we're having a fire sacrifice, you're thinking, whoa, what are we going to do? Are we throwing animals in the fire? What's a fire sacrifice anyway? Like, you know, we've only seen these sacrifice things on TV, you know. No. It's like, whoa, a fire sacrifice. But Prabhupada says we're going to have one of these things, so let's have it. It sounds like fun anyway, a fire sacrifice. Don't have a clue what it is, but we're going to have one. So Prabhupada says, now we need some ingredients for this fire sacrifice. Whoa, okay. Wood. Well, that makes sense. You're having a fire. Butter. Butter? Butter? Why butter for... Okay, Swamiji says butter. Butter's okay. Sand. All right, you're going to build a little pit. That makes sense. Bricks. That makes sense too. Now we're throwing all kinds of vegetables and rice and flowers and spices. That sounds like fun. We're going to do it. So they build a fire sacrifice in the middle of the temple. Now this is in San Francisco. This is the 3rd one, not the 1st. But none of those people in San Francisco, they've never heard of fire sacrifice. They haven't seen the previous ones. So their temple room, it has a nice big oriental rug right in the middle of the temple room. We had rugs back then, by the way. You know, feet get cold on that bare floor. So we have a rug in the middle of the temple room. Can't have a fire on a rug, can you? So we put some plastic cloth over the rug so it doesn't burn. They start the fire sacrifice. There's now 4 people who are going to take initiation. Harvey, his girlfriend Joy. What's Simon Sinder's for? I can't remember his name. Sam, and Melanie. The 4 of them are sitting there. They're going to get initiated. Now Sam, he gets dressed up for the occasion. He's got on like a dinner jacket with a skinny little tie, with a shirt that has nothing to do with anything else, and a pair of jeans. He's totally dressed up for this thing. I'll wear my best clothes. Melanie has a pair of slacks on, and she's wearing one of her boyfriend's shirts. because she didn't really have anything that kind of went. I mean, that didn't really go, but at least she kind of looked, well, chaste. Okay. And then there's Harvey and his girlfriend. Harvey had been coming around for a while. So they get initiated. Now, they are not any idea what a fire sacrifice is. So Prabhupada gets them to set it up. They're fine. They're sitting around. Prabhupada's sitting on a little bit of a raised seat. And now he starts saying these prayers, mantras. Now, you guys all know these prayers. Prabhupada knew these prayers. Nobody else knows these prayers. They just sound really weird, but they're cool. Because they got... And Prabhupada says at the end, I will say svaha. And you will take this rice that you have and you will throw it. Sounds like fun, right? You throw the rice. So Prabhupada's chanting all these mantras. In the end he goes, svaha. Now come on. Come on, this is like audience participation. If I do this, that means you change. Ready? Svaha! So they all throw the rice right at Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada's a little sweaty now because there's a fire going and he's sitting very close to it. So the rice is sticking all over his head. It's all over his chest and everything like that. And Prabhupada keeps chanting mantras, but he looks and he goes, in the fire. So now they're getting it. Oh, in the fire. All right. So there's a lot more of these svahas. Lots of them. Prabhupada keeps chanting mantras, Svaha! Now they got the hang of it. In the fire goes the rice. Prabhupada keeps chanting mantras, and he's ladling this butter into the fire. The fire's building. Now Sam starts to get a little hot. He's sitting next to a fire in the middle of a temple room on the floor. He loosens his tie. He takes off his jacket. I mean, it looked good for starters, right? But, I mean, it's really hot. So he's starting to peel off some clothes. Everybody else is sweating. But Prabhupada, he's kind of really cool, calm, and collected. Obviously, he's done this before. So not a big deal. Prabhupada asked them, bring the bananas. So all four of them sitting there thinking, cool, I am kind of hungry. They start peeling the bananas, getting ready to eat. Again, Prabhupada says, in the fire. Like, oh, in the fire. Seems like a waste of a banana, but they throw the bananas in the fire. Now the smoke is really building. Everybody's eyes are all burning, and it's like, oh my gosh, this fire sacrifice thing is pretty intense. But Prabhupada's not bothered by it. He's just sitting there ladling more ghee. Fire's going crazy, smoke's billowing everywhere. Now Prabhupada comes to the conclusion, and he says, now you got to remember, Srila Prabhupada, he's from West Bengal. These guys, they're all from San Francisco, man, where they all talk like that, you know, far out. This is so far out. And Prabhupada, he has his Bengali accent. So when he says something, you know, they're not used to his accent yet. So when he said it, they had to like, what? What was that again? So Prabhupada said, Bodon. Bodon? Bodon? What's Bodon? Well, Harvey, he thought he figured it out because he'd been hearing Swamiji speak a bit. So he was like, I got it. So he gets on his knees and he starts blowing in the fire. All the other three, they see Harvey and they go, okay, we're supposed to blow down on the fire. So they start, they're blowing all the smoke right into Srila Prabhupada's face. And Prabhupada says, no. Bow down. Obeisances. Oh, okay. Obeisances. So they all pay their obeisances. This is who Srila Prabhupada's dealing with, right? He's teaching us from scratch. If you don't think this is a miracle, come on. Really? This is what Prabhupada started with. One more kind of bizarre story. Srila Prabhupada took his initiated disciple, Mukunda Das, to meet the ambassador for India in New York. Now, they drove up to this swanky hotel. This ambassador was staying in the penthouse. They pull up in the Krishna car. 1966. Think about this. Devotees have no money. You can imagine what this car looked like. It was psychedelic. It was like a hippie car. But they painted Hare Krishna on it. And they called it the Hare Krishna car. Now Prabhupada, he's looking pretty dapper, as he always did. He always looked good. Mukunda is wearing, well, he put on a jacket for the occasion. And sure, it had a few food stains on it, but that was the best he could come up with. He was wearing a shirt that totally didn't go with the jacket, and pants that totally didn't go with anything. And he didn't even brush his hair that day. He had a kind of a growth growing on his face. Bit of hair there too. Let's just say he didn't look the greatest. So they pull up to this 5-star hotel. Mukunda gets out and he says, Swamiji has an appointment with the ambassador. And the doorman looks and goes, But he sees Prabhupada, Swamiji, and he goes, okay. Mukunda says, can we park the car in the valet parking? Give me the keys. Oh, he's going to do it. Well, not quite. He put it in the no parking area. He says, we'll only be a few minutes. So they go up to see the ambassador. That's such a nice meeting. Swamiji is talking in Hindi and English, back and forth with this ambassador. Every once in a while he says some key words so Mukunda understands a little bit of what's going on. He figured out that Swamiji was actually asking for a favor. But he could tell by the look on the ambassador's face, it wasn't going so well. After the meeting was over, the ambassador's wife came and gave Swamiji a gift. It was a ball of aluminum with something inside, obviously, but just looked like a ball of aluminum. Swamiji gave it to Mukunda, said, put it in your pocket. So they go, they get back in the Krishna car. Mukunda's driving. Swamiji says, let's see what they gave. So Mukunda takes it, opens it up while he's driving. There's a date. It's a special date. It's from an exotic country. Probably the most beautiful date you've ever seen. Prabhupada looks at it. Mukunda looks at it. Prabhupada, Swamiji, takes a bite of the date. This is delicious. And he offers it to Mukunda. Now Mukunda's thinking, it's kind of gross, he just bit it. I'm not putting my mouth where he put his mouth. Whoa. Because nobody does that. You don't share stuff like that. You know, like take a bite of something and hand it to somebody else. You don't do that. At least not in the West. So Mukunda was thinking, it's kind of gross, but Swamiji offered it to me, so I'll take it. He takes a little bite of it. It's actually pretty good. And he hands it back to Swamiji. Swamiji just kind of looks at him like, no. Oh, okay, you want me to finish it then? All right, I'll finish it. Of course, when they get back to the temple, he's relating this story to another devotee who kind of knew what Mahaprasad was. And he says, you know, you kind of shouldn't have given it back to Swamiji, because that's like the best thing in the world, this Mahaprasad. Oh, okay. But you can see, that's who we were. We didn't get it. We had to be shown everything. Everything. So, now let me just take you May of 1968. Now, you guys know A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, right? We all know Prabhupada. Prior to May 1968, he was Swamiji. So how did he get from Swamiji to Prabhupada? Well, Swamiji had a servant and a secretary, a married couple, Govinda and Gaur Sundar. Now Gaur Sundar He had some affection for his wife, Govinda. So he went to Swamiji and says, Swamiji, I would like to call Govinda Govindaji, because G is like affection. And Prabhupada says, no, no, no. He says, but Prabhupada, Swamiji, it sounds like it's a nice thing to do. I'm giving respect. And Swamiji says, no, no. Actually, G is third class. Now, Govinda is sitting nearby, and she hears this, and she goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Swamiji, why are we calling you Swamiji if it's third class? We're changing this. Swamiji is, no, don't worry. And Govinda is like, no. We are changing. We are not going to call you third class name. You are not third class. What can we call you? Again, Prabhupada, so humble. No. It's not important. Now, nobody really knows Govinda here, but she's not one who says, stop. She's go. So she just kept peppering Prabhupada. No, we're changing it. We're calling you something different. What can we call you? Give us some suggestions. So Swamiji says, well, Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, Prabhupada. Kind of like the sound of that. Let's call you. Is Prabhupada okay? Prabhupada says, yes. Call me Prabhupada. Ha! Now we have Prabhupada. Haribol. Now in 1968, Prabhupada was not easy to say. So most of the devotees, can we just call him Swamiji? Prabhupada. I mean, now it rolls off everyone's tongue. But back then it was like, Prabhupada. We got it. We're okay with that. Okay. All right. One more. We still have time. So, when disciples first came to the Hare Krishna movement, the dancing was very hippie-ish. Now, for those of you who don't know what hippie-ish looks like, I'm going to have to demonstrate. You had to make me do that, didn't you? So Swamiji Srila Prabhupada would say, no, that's not how we will dance. He pointed to a picture of Lord Chaitanya. They had a picture. Arms raised. And Prabhupada showed them the... Louder? The Swami Step. Now that was the dance that went around the world, the Swami Step. Now because, as you can tell, I'm just a little unconventional, everybody stand up. Sorry, MTV, or Mayapur TV. Now show me your Swami Step. Right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep going. Very good. This is what we call audience participation. You at home, please do this. If you're watching on Mayapur TV, we are now doing the Swami Step. Very good. Now, when they did this in the temple room, they would get into two lines. The men and the women, and they would face each other and do the Swami Step. Keep doing it. Hands up. Come on. This is like, as Jivanath says, you got to keep doing it until I say stop. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, the ecstasy you get from this is, well, it's limited. It's great for old guys, and, you know, you just want to show. Now you can sit down. So, In 1968, again, this is time in Los Angeles, Srila Prabhupada is doing a fire sacrifice. Now, it's an important big fire sacrifice. There's initiations. Prabhupada's up on a stage. He's doing the fire sacrifice. And there's a group there. This Mataji named Shama Devi. She was like a guru to the rich Indians in Los Angeles. She had brought her group to the temple that day. And there was also a film crew from Italy recording. So they have this giant fire sacrifice in the temple room. It's packed. After the fire sacrifice is over, Prabhupada starts leading kirtan. Very nice. Devotees are all standing up, doing the Swami Step. I'm not going to make you get up. You get to sit through this one. They're doing the Swami Step. Oh, this is pretty cool. We're doing the Swami Step. Again, this is what we do. I mean, you can move a little, but still, you keep the Swami Step. And now Prabhupada stops chanting, and he says to one of his disciples, you chant. So one of his disciples started to chant. And now the kirtan's kind of picking up just a little bit. The Swami Step's getting a little bit quicker. Prabhupada stands up, and he starts jumping up and down. The devotees are like, whoa. Prabhupada's jumping up and down. He's not doing the Swami Step, he's jumping up and down. Now you can imagine the ecstasy. The devotees go, wow, we can do this too. Prabhupada's doing it, we can do it. We can jump up and down. Now we're getting to a whole different level of ecstasy in kirtan. Devotees are jumping up and down. Some are going, not yet, I'm not ready for this. I'm sticking with the Swami Step. Oh, that does look like fun though. So they start jumping up and down too. Everyone's jumping up and down. Now Prabhupada comes off of the stage, takes the mridanga, he hands it to the Mataji, Shama Devi. He says, you play mridanga and you lead. A woman's gonna play mridanga and lead the kirtan? Wow. This is another unbelievable moment. I'm gonna say, it's a miracle. The kirtan starts up. This Mataji's not bad. She's playing the mridanga. She's dancing a little bit with it. Prabhupada's off the stage with all the devotees jumping up and down. The whole temple room is jumping up and down. The Mataji's jamming on the mridanga. She's about 55, 60 years old, but she's still got it. She's giving a great kirtan. Everyone's so ecstatic. Now the kirtan's not even over yet. One of the devotees goes to the phone. He calls Brahmananda in New York from Los Angeles and says, guess what? What? Prabhupada is jumping up and down. Brahmananda says, what do you mean, jumping up and down? What do you mean, jumping? Yeah, he's jumping up and down. We're allowed to jump up and down in kirtan. Did I hear you right? We're allowed to jump up and down in kirtan? Not just the Swami Step? Yeah. Whoa. Ah, that's so cool. So he hangs up the phone. Brahmananda gets on. He calls Montreal. Guess what? We're allowed to jump up and down in kirtan. Whoa. Within minutes, the whole country knows you can jump up and down in kirtan. Hari Bol! And the movement hasn't been the same since. Now, you tell me what Srila Prabhupada did at the age of 70 years old is not a miracle. He's brought all of us dead people who had nothing to look forward to except doing it over again in another body. He's giving us this opportunity to go back to Godhead. Tell me that is not a miracle. To me, that is the greatest miracle ever. A movement with millions of people that was started by a 70-year-old man with hardly anything. That is one of the greatest miracles ever. Srila Prabhupada ki! Srila Prabhupada ki! Srila Prabhupada ki! Gaur Premanande! Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So anybody would like to make a comment? No? Uh-oh. Go ahead. Is there a mic? To be honest, I'm quite happy they even let me do this once. What was the I did miss the first. Yes, we can do it. And up and down. Yeah. Yes. More better. That's not a good English. There's no more better. You dance the way you want to dance. Which is more best. Same idea. You do whatever you choose. It's not like one is, oh, you're going to go back to God because you're jumping and you're not because you're only doing the Swami Step. It doesn't work that way. It's whatever you feel is what you let out. If you feel like jumping up and down like crazy and you have the bodies to do it, right? There's nothing worse than having like this. I mean, I'm watching you guys jumping up and down. I'm thinking, God, I wish I could do that. I can maybe get 2 or 3 minutes, and then I have to like fade away. But you guys can just keep going and going and going. Have fun with it. So if you can do it, like you, Prabhu, I know you dance every kirtan. Your kids are not even as fired up as you are. So that's what we want. That's what you want. Just let your ecstasy come out. That's what Prabhupada jumping up and down is saying to us. Let it out. Just enjoy the kirtan. Bring your level of ecstasy as high as it'll go. Don't be inhibited like me. Don't be inhibited like me. I'm so inhibited, you know. I try to control it, but it comes out. Anything else? Say it so I can hear it, okay? But don't give me an intellectual question. Come on, please.
No, it's just a story. Well, we were having a festival in Innisfrast in Ireland, Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Big festival, and we were dancing like crazy in the kirtan, and we were doing the whole chain thing around the temple room, and it was getting really wild. And after I was thinking, oh, maybe that was too much, you know, we got a bit carried away. So the next day I was reading, I think it's the Nectar of Devotion, and it says if one dances with all the limbs of one's body, like expressing oneself before Krishna, he's very happy. Krishna becomes very happy. So
just read Chaitanya Charitamrita. I mean, that's ecstasy. When your limbs start separating from your body, you know you're getting it, right? So that's pretty ecstatic. One more story, and I know it's getting kind of late. In America, they had the buses that used to go around and distribute books, the Radha Damodar traveling buses. Everybody heard of them? You've all heard of them, right? Okay, so it's a bus, and there's like 12 guys inside the bus. And the buses, as you know, usually have ceilings that are about 6'3", 6'4", and a lot of us were 6'3", 6'4". So there was no jumping on the Radha Damodar buses. In fact, there was no real dancing on the Radha Damodar buses because you were kind of packed in. So for kirtan, the devotees used to do a dance that was really popular back in the 60s called the twist. You just went like this. Now in the 60s, the song was out, come on baby, let's do the twist. Come on baby. So anyway, we all knew the twist, okay? So in the bus, everyone was dancing like this, because that's all you could do. Now the bus would travel around, and sometimes it would go to where Srila Prabhupada was. So it went to Chicago. All the buses met in Chicago. And they had this rip-roaring kirtan in front of Srila Prabhupada, and everyone was dancing, doing the twist. Prabhupada's sitting there. You can imagine 60 20-year-old brahmacharis. They were so used to doing this, they just kept doing it in front of Prabhupada. No jumping, no Swami Step, because you can't even put your hands up. So they just did the twist. Kirtan's going wild. He calls over, Prabhupada calls over Tamal Krishna. He says, what are they doing? Tamal had to explain. Well, Srila Prabhupada, you see in the buses there's no room, so that's the only way we dance. He says, tell them to dance normal. So they started to, oh, hey, I can lift my hands up. Oh, I can jump. Oh, okay. And now Prabhupada was happy. Okay. One more.
We know Srila Prabhupada's pastime by reading Srila Prabhupada's Lilamrita and other books, but when we really hear the pastimes from those devotees who were present at that time, we also feel like that, yes, we are also in that environment, and we really get the real picture of what had happened at that time. So we would like to hear more about Srila Prabhupada from his own disciple. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. One comment from the peanut gallery over here, and then we're going. The Chatter crew. Come on, one. It can be a comment, it can be quick. Just want to make sure you guys are actually getting it. Come on. One. There we go. Do you want a drum roll now?
Well, by hearing how they used to dance back in the 60s, you know how it's supposed to be now, all over the world. So when I went to Australia, I saw how they used to dance there, because I'm from Australia. And they don't dance very ecstatically, how they used to dance in the 60s. And being here in Kirtan Mela in Mayapur for many years, I learned how to dance properly. Well, when they learned how to dance properly, they were dancing crazier than we dance in Mayapur.
Again, dancing, once Prabhupada said you can jump, it kind of opened the floodgates to ecstatic dancing. And ecstasy is very difficult to control. When you're actually feeling ecstasy, it's very difficult to control. You can control before you get to the ecstasy, which is what a lot of devotees do. They say, I'm just going to, I'll nod my head a bit. That's dancing. Or maybe they'll go, Haribol, Haribol. But when you start to let yourself go and really experience the kirtan, really immerse yourself in what you're doing, you're not your body anyway. What's stopping you? Huh? The soul, he's free. He's free to go. He's free to just, woohoo, have a great time. So don't get caught up and you think I'm this, cool guy that shouldn't be dancing, or this Mataji who, well, I don't like to break a sweat, so I won't do it. So let yourself go, because that's what kirtan is designed to do. It's designed to get you out of your body, to help you realize you are not your body. But you get to have some fun with this one if you do it in Krishna's service. I'm going to please Krishna by dancing. I'm going to please Krishna by chanting so loud. I'm going to engage with my God brothers in jumping up and down, because we can have fun doing this. We don't need to just play video games. You guys don't do that, do you? If there was some over here, I would look at them. I know you guys are playing video games. That's not real fun. Real fun is chanting and dancing wholeheartedly in kirtan. That's real fun. I hope that answered it. I didn't quite understand the question, I guess. Okay, I'll let you guys slide. All right. Now, before everybody walks out the door, because I'm sitting here and I can do this, everybody stand up. But don't leave, just stand up. Maybe this will make you think twice about coming to my class. Put your hands in the air, because we're devotees, that's what we do, right? All right? This is like the last little bit. Oh, we're not going to do kirtan. But you can bang the drum if you like, because there's no harm in some noise. Oh, yeah, let's bang the drum. Let's make a little noise. Why not? Now, this isn't call and response. We're going to all do this together. Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanande.